Shaw Spotlight. I'm here with Jesse Roberts, a librarian with the Thunder Bay Public Library. Jesse, everyone is at home in isolation, so I know people have a lot of time on their hands. What can the Thunder Bay Public Library offer people who are at home?
It's a really good question. There is actually a great deal that the Thunder Bay Public Library and libraries across Ontario, Canada, and the world have to offer. And right now, some of the things that we are focusing on have to do with our online services and online resources. So we have librarians and staff members who are working from home right now who are focusing on things like database access and focusing on how we can tie into some of the online programming and services that are happening across the province and across the world that we can share with our clientele as well. And some of the areas that I in particular am focusing on right now are related to local history and genealogy, so that anyone who might find themselves isolated at home or potentially working from home or just having more time on their hands right now can go to the Thunder Bay Public Library website and access all sorts of really great resources.
Now, I know something I've always wanted to do is to get into the genealogy and find out my history and everything, but I don't even know where to start. So, is there someone who can help me? Can you help people do that? Can they contact you or the library?
Absolutely. Yeah, the best place that I would suggest starting would be with our website. There is an entire section of the Thunder Bay Public Library's website that's devoted to local history and genealogy, and it lays out for you all of the different databases that we recommend for genealogists or people interested in their family history, and it gives you a little bit of information about what each of them is and what it has to offer. And for anyone who needs some help with something, I'm more than happy to take emails right now. I am monitoring one of the primary email accounts with the library. So if you have questions, you can email us at reference@tvpl.ca. I'm checking that a couple of times a day, and I'm able to either respond and help directly or just respond and let you know that we got your question and that when we're able to get back to our physical collections, we can look into it.
Now, something that you told me about that I thought was really neat is you have something called local history, and people who have things that they know about the local history of Thunder Bay, Port Arthur, Fort William, they can upload it or they can share it with the library and share it with other people.
Absolutely. So one of the databases that you will find access to through our website is called the Gateway to Northwestern Ontario History. And this is largely a community-driven database. Myself and other key members of the Thunder Bay Public Library staff, we make sure that that database is getting updated on a regular basis. And one of the really great features of it is an area of the database called community contributions. So this is where anybody, you don't have to have a library card, you just have to have something interesting that you want to share with the larger community and with the world that's about Thunder Bay and or Northwestern Ontario history. So we have seen people uploading newspaper articles that had to do with individuals from this area that were published in newspapers as far away as, say, Alberta or other parts of the country. And we've been seeing those starting to get uploaded over the last couple of weeks. And it's been really, really interesting to see how our local history is getting disseminated across the country and across the world.
Yeah, that's super interesting. And I know everyone right now seems to be struggling with staying at home, and everyone's being told to, a lot of people working from home, a lot of people are just at home. But it's a strange situation, but it's a good time to actually do something like this that no one ever seems to have time for. Like
Yeah.
research your background, go and get into genealogy. Look at I'm sure there's all kinds of things you can get into on the Thunder Bay Public Library website.
Absolutely, and in a weird way, this time of isolation and this time of physical disconnection from each other is actually bringing about these higher levels of connection to our past and to our family history. So it's actually been really, really heartwarming to see how many people are reaching out to us and asking questions and sharing information and sharing stories. And between the website and the online indexes that are available on the website that anybody can go and look at and get a sense of what items from our physical collection they might be interested in seeing copies of when we're back at work. or going into the Gateway to Northwestern Ontario History database and uploading things of their own, or just seeing what's already there. There's over 130,000 records in that database alone. And then we're also seeing a lot of people using the Ancestry Library Edition database from home as well now, which is really great. A lot of new users to it as well.
So Jessie, if someone wanted to get involved in any of these things, where's the best place for them to start? Where should they go?
Yeah, so the best place for them to start is at our website, tvpl.ca, and navigate through. If you click on research, and then from the research menu, you click on local history and genealogy, and that will walk you through the different collections and services and programs and things like that that are available within the local history and genealogy section of our library. And if they have any questions, they can again email us at reference@tvpl.ca or email me directly at jroberts@tvpl.ca.
Perfect. Jessie, thanks so much for talking with us today.
Thank you for having me.